I just want to find my own peace at this point, my own happiness, my own joy. And I've been saying this a whole lot, even in my previous videos. And just when I thought things were going to get pretty easy, I just thought things were going to ease up with this life-changing move from what just, that happened last Friday, right? Well, it seemed easy in the beginning, but now, after a couple of days, it's just it's not as easy as I think it is. And I'm already starting to make, in basketball terms, already about several turnovers, and it's just I haven't had that in such a long time, and it's just right now, like I said in yesterday's video, I mean, I'm still in adjustment mode, as far as adjusting to this life-changing move. Now things are gonna get, I'm very hopeful that things are gonna get easier in the long run, but now to see a household become more crowded, and look, I mean, it's about the same number as it was last time was 2019 when we had the same number, but it was different then, right? And it's just now, like, I mean, it's back to that. I mean, it's I'm at the point now where, as I'm dealing with a crowded household like this, it's just caused there's just some causes of confusion, some misunderstandings, and despite me being as careful as I could, it's just where I get annoyed, in that I'm trying not to make any mistakes, but now I'm just finding myself making several mistakes already. Now, of course, it's not going to get to the extent that it was in April and May, when I just had very I'm talking about a higher rate of turnovers, right? A higher rate of errors that I made. It's not going to get to that, but the fact that I already made several, and this month has already seen me making about few, compared to what it was the last couple of months, or just the last 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's just an adjustment period I gotta make, in terms of adjusting to this life-changing situation. Where you got a couple relatives, just seamlessly fitting in. It's great to see this life-changing moment, but first and foremost, it is going to be a struggle, some struggle, which is why I have to adjust accordingly to as far as what my role will be, now and then going into the future, with the new with the adjustment of this life-changing move, right? So, but that this is not the actual topic that I want to get into today. I just thought I'd bring that up because I'm at the point where I really need to find my own peace. And obviously another situation that I've been dealing with for a long time now, in which I should have left a long ass time ago, is my dump. Hell, what else is it gonna take? I've had several job interviews in 2022, and the fact that I'm still here to this day, let's just be real for a second. I'm gonna get really brutal on this. The moment I get into the parking lot, where I don't see as many cars as I used to, because of the fact that this dump already has, like half of the capacity that it used to be, from what it was like prior to the pandemic, or at least before 2022 or after till 2022, right? When we had all these new people like Laura and Melissa, Andrew, right? I remember Laura used to be sitting where my former supervisor sits right now. I mean, it's just moments like that. It's like I can't just continue to allow myself to sit there and just knowing what to expect. Because what happens when I do sit up there, it's like you get people like, I mean, no disrespect to them. I mean, I don't know what's on their minds as far as like, what they're going through or what. Some days they'll be really cool with me, like they're vibing with me and all that. Some days they just don't give a fuck about me or what have you. And it's just a bunch of inconsistency. And look, I would expect that from any workplace, like, just in general. Even in a non-real world workplace like this, to where it's just like different attitudes and different behaviors like that. I would expect it. But with my pay rate, look, again, $18.50 it's just by looking at it, it's a decent pay, but for it to happen in my 13th year, it's just too late. You know what I'm saying? That could have been my pay rate in my, let's just say my 8th year, or 6 or 7. It would have been more wonderful if it was in my 6th year. I think it would make more sense if it was like in 2018 that $18.50 would be my pay rate, right? But no, there's been a year or more, or about a year and a half, I guess, almost 2 years, that I didn't get a raise because of the goddamn pandemic, right? Well, the fact that I'm still here, it's like I always have to think about how I got here. I mean, it's just sad. Like, it's just automatic. Like, I think about how I got into this dump, and obviously I didn't get in by myself. I wish I had. That's what I want to do going forward when I do get a new job. I want to get it on my own. Look at all these other guys that got their jobs on their own, like Eugene and Ray, guys like Robbie, Julio, Anastasia, Abbas, Lovely Mel, and guys Mari, guys like them, like guys like Carlos and Russ. And these are guys that gotten jobs on their own. And for me to get it, look, I do thank Rico for giving me this opportunity. And up to this day, I'm still here. Now, look, he's the same guy that's telling me, my pay's too low. Yeah, he's not the only one. Almost like almost everyone that left. Even Juan, him, Paula, Lisa, all my friends. They're just been on the record telling me it's too low. I got to get out of here ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Paula's been on the record telling me, if you see that many people left, I'm talking about in 2023. With that many people left, I'm talking about the almost 20 people that left, that I should have left too. I should have. But no. I'm still here, unfortunately. And it's just like coming into like every new week, it's just more of the same. Same leadership with that motherfucker up there. You know what I'm saying? It's just gotten this bad. And I hate to think about the times that, what my first year was like. I always had to make this automatic comparison of what this dump is now compared to what it was my first year or two, my first couple of years rather. It's just so automatic because I've been there for way too long, and sometimes I'm hearing conversations when it goes so goddamn slow that remember this, remember this, and remember that, the OGs, this and that. It just makes me more bitter from the standpoint of needing to get the hell out of here. Because let's just be honest, I want to get the hell out of here. I've been dying to get the hell out of there, but now it's to a point where it's becoming having to, send cover letters for every job that I apply to. Now I've been actively applying. I went through another period where I've just been applying left and right, and I'm getting responses, email responses, but they're just mostly rejections. It's just gotten this bad. I don't know what else to feel. It's just the same feelings that I've been feeling for such a long time now. It's sad. It's just real sad. It's just a sad, just a sad reality that I'm still in that dump. And, unfortunately, it's like, this is what I noticed too. Apart from me just always referencing what my first year is like, it's just becoming automatic that it has to be that way. Because when I first got in, it was like it just felt like a normal workplace. And yes, I said it before, I didn't get it on my own. But the fact that I'm still here, it's like I always had to reference from what it was in the first year. You know what I'm saying? It's to a point where I'm just like why am I even still here? And I also noticed that a lot of the topics that I've been covering have just been about my friendship issues, especially when it comes to the nutballers, my dump rants, obviously, right? Where my life stands, this and that, gaining permanent peace, this and that. A lot of the topics have been about that, and more so friendship issues. This is where I'm at. Like, the number one thing that's, the number one issue that's happened, for these last few years with the way that this dump is operating now is obviously my friend issues. And now look at the friends that I lost recently. They're not going to want me back. Especially after that third group text incident. There's just really no reason for them to want me back. And it's just, this is where I'm continuing to face the darkness that I'm facing. And it's just sad because that's, as much as I want to say that, what is it? As much as I want to say that, I want, like, that I have a good life and all that. I will have a good life when I get a new job. Because now with this life-changing move that happened last Friday, I've been saying this too in one of my older videos, that, and even one of my older blogs, that I can learn so many new things, I can explore so many new places, I can meet so many new people, this and that, outside of my dump, new routines, this and that, and now I got a couple relatives just moved in, right? Just despite all that, the one thing that's not new is my dump. Going on 13 goddamn years, and mostly lifers out there. It's just sad. That's not moving up in my life. Do I really see a good life out of that? It's more like it's a trying hard good life, but that's just another way of saying it's not. I'm just being honest. So, like, it's just hard for me to find myself in these kind of moods. To find myself constantly or consistently in a better mood. It's only flashes of what my mood is. It's only flashes of what, of me at my best and then me at my worst, more times than not, more often than not. This is where I'm getting at, man. Like, I hate to continue to just repeat myself over a lot of these same things over and over. The same people I have to deal with every single day. The same old to where I'm not learning anything anymore. And I'm sitting there and it's like I get no opportunities to train anybody because of the fact that these people are still here since I've been here. It's like, I'm just wondering if anyone's still applying to my position. I mean, Carlos said that, somebody might have, but nah, I don't think anybody is. Who wants to apply for a position like this where you're only paid what? The minimum of $16.50. When you see a lot of these even the entry level graphic design jobs that start at $22, $25 an hour, it's that's where all the graphic designers are targeting with especially with these ongoing tariffs and the fact that these price hikes continue, especially on the pricing of these machines and supplies and what have you. It's like Mr. Cheap is making everything more expensive. You know what I'm saying? No, not expensive. He's just making everything more complex. And yet he's still underpaying the hell out of us, man. Like, at this point, why can't the minimum wage just be $20 an hour, just like all the fast food places? It's just sad, dude. It's just sad. I hate coming up here and I'm coming up there and just knowing what is to be expected. Because every time I feel like I'm in transition mode, and especially what it's like last weekend, unfortunately I'm not when I'm still in this dump. I mean, don't expect me to think that this year is going to be better when it comes to like all the company activities and all that stuff like that. First of all, Carmen's not going to be there anymore to celebrate Halloween. She needed to retire. She should have retired a long time ago, but happy for her that she needed all that time for herself now. But that motherfucker up there just wants to keep everyone around. When you see people like Paula leave, they like she told me, attitudes have changed toward her when she left. I mean, bro, you can't even support the decision, and it's like, man, if I leave, I mean, it's fine with me if they get mad with me. But that just goes to show you how fucked up that place is in general. That's why I said I've had more bad than good in there, especially from how I got hired. It just was not a friendly hire. I'm sorry, but this is not to discredit Rico hire, like, getting me a job. Of course I said I was thankful for that, but it just didn't seem like a welcoming hire to where like I had in Knott's Berry Farm. And when I got the handshake, yeah, you're hired, man. I didn't get one like that. It's like I gotta be mentored, and because I back then my graphic design knowledge was just subpar based on my then portfolio, and now it's like I'm having to learn more new skill sets, to where it's just more and more of like what they adhere to in today's graphic design, which is in the digital marketing space. But I know I'm going on a long tangent here. It's just that like I just really, really, really want to find something positive to just say, and it's almost like I'm just tired of being on these group chats where people are just seeing me at my worst and this and that. The minute I get a new job, when I tell them, I'm just, I'm just, then maybe that'll get everyone just excited, like, yeah, they got a new job, this and that. Well, that's not the case yet. I'm still here with all my active job hunting it's like, who knows when I'm gonna get my next when I'm gonna get my next job interview. It's just nothing but the same, and it just feels worse when you see like the sameness is just very, very like boring, and it's very predictable. Always quiet, always this and that, even after 4 p.m. Oh my god, I'm sick of it, man. I just find myself so tired to just even talk about this that I'm just out of it. Like I'm just repeating myself over and over, and it's just I'm tired of cooking, man. That's why I need to keep doing what I'm doing, or else I'm gonna be way more miserable than I've ever felt before. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Peace.